understand that, if some of the most important laws of attraction are, connected to how you vibrate. Well, actually, the law of attraction actually is vibration. Because if you don't vibrate the right way, you won't attract anything that's right for you. And even sometimes when you vibrate the right way, you will attract sometimes things that will throw you off the curve, because that's how tricky life is sometimes. It's not an exact science. That's why you have to attend to these thoughts. You have to attend to your personality. You have to attend to how you look at yourself. You have to attend to all these things so that you can keep yourself, accountable, keep yourself in check. Because it's every day till the day you die or I die that we learn and we work on this. But believe me, the more you do this, look, man, I'm practicing what I'm talking about, man. And abundance is coming, Yeah, sometimes, it looks more complicated than I think, and it feels like, there's no solutions, but they're coming, It's on their way. You have to live as if everything is already here, because everything is already here. Everything that you want happening in your life, to see happen in your life, is already happening. But it's not happening yet because you're either in a rush or you're not necessarily channeling yourself the way you should be. So you see the potential, but you don't want to do the work to get to that frequency, to get to that level, to get to that point. You see? And that is something that is, I would say, the main problem that we as humans, have to deal with, the desire to do the work, to work the extra mile, and to get shit done pretty freaking much, and with that being said, I hope that this was in any way, shape, or form useful to you. Yeah, man. To sum it up, the value of a focused mind resides, in my opinion, in several points that I'm gonna give you now. First of all, it's a balance, right? So not be too excited and infatuated with pleasure. That's on the meditative aspect of things, when you're looking at it from a meditative spiritual aspect. Well, even though the whole conversation is actually about, we talk by spiritual, we're not necessarily talking about it talking about this in a religious way. Spiritually, it's matter of the spirit, of the mind, of the higher self, right? So not being too excited in pleasure and not being too depressed in pain. Maintaining that balance, maintaining that harmony is very important. And you have to create a paradigm, but you cannot create a paradigm if you don't understand what a paradigm is. Because the thing is that most of the time you already created a paradigm, or a paradigm was created for you, because we are a result of the result of our environment. So basically, if you are surrounded by negative people all the time, or mediocre people, you will indeed end up being that way. No matter how good you want to be or how better you want to be, unless you really do some serious work to just enhance your quality of life, then maybe, yeah. But most of the time it's very unlikely. That doesn't mean that it's impossible, but it's unlikely if you don't have that that awakening. And so in order for you to build the paradigm that you want to build, which is a positive one, which is one that works for you, you have to understand what it means. A paradigm is a multitude of habits that are programmed into your subconscious mind to control your behavior. I repeat, a paradigm is a multitude of habits that are programmed into your subconscious mind to control your behavior. Once you understand that the way you think affects the way you feel, and the way you feel affects the way you live. And it's infinite. So you gotta take control, you gotta regain sovereignty upon your own skill and power, right? Your power of taking decisions that are actually good decisions. Painful maybe, but good ones. Understand that your thoughts are very important. And since they precede your words, make sure that you watch your thoughts, right? So that when you speak them, they are pregnant with all the great things that you want to see happening in your life. That, by pregnant, comes the idea of a seed. Planting that right seed in your system, in your subconscious mind, every day, repeating the same sentence. I'm abundant, I'm grateful. Everything is looking, it's all fucked up maybe, but it's gonna be fine. I'm confident. I know I'm gonna survive this. How do you think I survived 2020? Just like most people, by telling ourselves, being resilient. You know what I mean? Digging deep. We all are survivors, one way or the others. Don't suffer from what you see. Believe me, I said it last time. A lot of the shit that you see online is all a moment. The moment they're done doing whatever selfie they're doing, these very people are sad. Because you see, they're working on the surface. They're not working in depth. You understand? They want to be pleasurable to others, but they're not pleasurable to themselves. Happiness is not found in how others perceive you. It's how you perceive yourself. That's why I have learned to perceive myself the way I need to be perceiving myself, and to understand who I am, and to understand how I flow and how I function and how I want to be treated and how I want to treat people. So I don't give a fuck how people think or what people think of me in a way, because in a major way, as a matter of fact, it's always good to know that, somebody appreciates you and all that, and it's nice. But if you don't, doesn't change my day at all. I'm good. You know what I mean? And I know it's not easy. I know it's not for everybody. But again, it's everyone's practice and it's everyone's responsibility to understand that, you gotta watch the seeds that you plant in your mind. Because when they grow, they can bear very, very lovely and sweet fruits, or very sour and not so nice fruits. That being said, it means that you need to operate your frequency, your vibration at a level that is equivalent to what you want to see manifested in your life. This doesn't mean that you need to fake it till you make it, because I know some people are going to come and say, so this means you can fake. I mean, I understand the idea of faking it till you make it, but not in the sense that you have to lie about your existence, etc., etc. I mean, you don't have to display the difficulties you're going through, but again, that's considering that you just want to impress people. When it comes to you yourself and the person that you see, which is you, me, myself, and I, you have to understand that you can only attract based on the frequency you operate on. So basically, my frequency has to be as high as possible, as positive as possible, in order for me to attract, what I need to attract, which is it could be a mentor, it could be somebody that gives me advices, it could be anything, it could be the right love, it could be the right partner, it could be anything in life, right? A good health, it could be having a healthy body, a healthy mind, etc. Whatever it is your focus. But again, get to the practice, get to the work. And if you want to get to that based on focusing your aligning your frequency with a little bit more superficial things. In the beginning, it's going to work, maybe, but then quickly you'll see that, these are tools that need to be used for, higher purposes.